Hello YouTube, stonerplays here, and I am unbelievably upset and pissed in virtually every single manner. DICE has revealed the fact that they have no single player, no campaign, and no anything. First off, how the fuck are you going to have a Star Wars Battlefront game? A Star Wars Battlefront game to continue from the franchise without all the pivotal things that is required from the game. This relic of a game. This absolute fucking shit makes no sense. No campaign. No space battles. No anything. And it doesn't make any fucking sense. Why? Why are you doing this? Why? Why wouldn't you add this in here? Why? What the hell were you thinking? What the fuck? It's like you just looked at the whole fan base and just spat all over us. You didn't even care. You didn't even care or see the value in it. Why would you not see the value in it? It's innovation. It's ambitious. And it's a lot of content. Content that you lack. Content that you don't have. Content that's missing. That's the problem with this fucking game. Content is missing in this game. Time and time again, people asked you, please add this into the game. Time and time again, people kept saying, you know something? This is meaningful. These things give us passion, and they're all these passionate Battlefront fans. It's passionate fans who wanted to add something to the mix. All these different planets and maps, and you got 12 maps? 6 planets? Are you fucking kidding me? That's an embarrassment. How the fuck do you think that's okay? How is that okay? How does that make any goddamn sense? You thought that was alright? That was just some normal ass shit to do. What the fuck? It makes no goddamn sense. You can't even be honest anymore because every time you're honest, it's a problem. Because you have fanboys who come out of nowhere and defend this fucked up business practice. Don't you see what they're doing? The only reason why they're only giving you like 12 planets and 6 maps is just to sell it back to you more through DLC. That's the only reason they're doing that. That's disappointing. That's a spit in the face to everybody that even supported you. Even to the people, to the hardcore DICE purists who stayed with you. That's why I'm so fucking mad. Because people make it like, I'm just gonna hit the dislike and, oh yeah, I know, fuck you. You're gonna hit the dislike, go ahead and fucking do it. Get that shit over with. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, they always do this. They make you feel like you're lesser and inferior when it's like, look at what they just did to our game. No instant action. No mod support. No server browser. And people, no space battles. What the fuck is it? Where? Where are my space battles? Where the fuck is instant damn action? How the fuck are you gonna have this without the things that are meaningful in Star Wars Battlefront? How does that make sense? People, let me tell you something, who I am. I am a humble fanboy of the old Star Wars Battlefront games. You understand? I remember going to school and being at film school and then learning about how to make film, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got back into Battlefront. And I thought after DICE revealed all the information, I was thinking, okay, how about we wait to see what else is going to happen? They gave us a shitty CGI trailer. They didn't even show gameplay. How are you going to advertise a game without showing the damn gameplay? It's like you're trying to hide something. You could have at least showed gameplay when you're going to reveal your game. You see Call of Duty? Isn't it interesting how Call of Duty has more innovation in its gameplay and everything with its movement and everything? The beginning. You better have the content out in the beginning ready. Because when people like me show up, we're looking at the game. We're looking at all the features and all the content. I'm waiting. Hello, I'm waiting, and it's nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen. I should be able to have custom player counts. I mean, really? 20v20? Are you serious? That's so lame. People keep saying 32v32. Yeah, but not when you're on blast. If you play the normal mode, that's only 20v20. Fighting against AI and bots. That's it. Fighting against AI and bots. You don't even have a campaign mode? What the hell? How the fuck are you gonna have a Star Wars Battlefront game without a fucking campaign? Even the first one had it. And the campaign was really just renditions of the movie and multiplayer, but at least it had it. That's better than nothing. And it's actually really cool because it feels like you're interacting with the real moment, and there's exclusive content only in the campaign. So it feels worth it, and it's still fun and awesome. You don't have a campaign. You barely have any players in your match. You don't have instant action. You don't have galactic conquests, and you don't have fucking space battles, and you want my fucking money. Fuck you, EA. Fuck you, DICE. You're not getting my fucking money. You're never gonna get my money. Ever. Not until you earn it. Not until you do something that signifies that you deserve it. You haven't even shown respect to the fan base. You haven't even shown props or anything. It's like you don't even care. Only thing you care about is the DLC side of it. Oh, when this DLC comes out, then we'll add Precure era content. When this DLC comes out, then we'll add all this other stuff. When this DLC comes out, and then if we ever make a sequel, then we'll just add that there. That Rogue Squadron mode. That generic air superiority mode. You know all the amazing things you got to do in Star Wars Battlefront 2? All the different areas, vehicles, stuff. The only thing that they keep talking about with the new Star Wars Battlefront, oh, it's years ahead of its time. It's years of blah, blah, blah. The only thing that they keep talking about with the new Star Wars Battlefront is quite simple. The aesthetic. You know what's funny? It's ironic how you guys always go on and on and on, and I hear you fanboys, EA DICE fanboys, go on and on about the aesthetic of Star Wars in the new Star Wars Battlefront. But the thing is, in the old Star Wars Battlefront, their sounds and even the graphics have more artistic design. So it's not just realistic, it has art direction behind it. And on top of that, the guns sound more like the originals. And on top of that, the game's aesthetic has more accuracy when it comes to the prequel and Clone Wars side than even that of the new one. That's funny. And their guns look more like they actually did in the movie rather than the recreation of it. Isn't that interesting? Even the pistol has the right name. They changed the name of the EL-44 blaster. They changed the name. That's not... They changed it to some other shit. That's supposed to be the same pistol Han Solo has. It's the same exact one. And I know because in Battlefront they named it, and guess what? He has it. So they not only have a little bit more accuracy in that same department, but they have more artistic direction where they don't have as much artistic... Where they lack in one area, they make up for it in another. You get it? Shit. Okay? And all you were concerned about was the sound and graphics. And yet those guns, if you hear the way a Stormtrooper's rifle fires, that sounds just like A New Hope. That sounds exactly like the original trilogy. But when you hear their weapons, it's just some hyperactive, new sci-fi, advanced, pew-pew fucking pow. That's not what the fuck I'm looking for. That's not... Let's just put it this way. This ain't the sound I'm looking for, bitch. No! 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 You don't get to do that! No! You don't get to fucking do that shit! No! You don't get to do that! You don't get to say it's years ahead of its time. You don't get to say that it's years ahead of its time. You don't get to say that it's years ahead of its fucking time if it is only just focused on just the graphics and the aesthetic, and that's it. Taking away all the scale and scope that made the games enjoyable in the first place, and just giving us back something that isn't even nearly as meaningful or as purposeful or as fulfilling. That sucks! And it sucks when you can't express yourself because there's always a problem with you expressing yourself. Like it's wrong for you to express yourself because it's always a problem for you to express yourself. And that's fucking ridiculous. Especially when you know that things are not good. It shouldn't be a problem critiquing the damn game. We've earned it. Look at what Star Wars Battlefront fans, the old school fans, have been through with these games. You never play out a scenario the same way in Star Wars Battlefront. It's always different. That's what makes it so amazing. This is going to be the same shit. You just shoot that, shoot this, these small corridor shooters, like it's Call of Duty. The whole point of having Call of Duty is the fact that it's an arcade shooter. But the fact that you're just going to take this fucking arcade shooter and then just spam this shit, that's fucking lame. You're fucking lame. This game fucking sucks and it will fail. Period. And any future endeavors that they ever do will fucking fall flat on its face. I guarantee it. And even if somehow this game sells, let me tell you something. Even if the game sells, I bet you that because of the fact that the hardcore fans are not going to give a shit, I bet you that just because of that, even with the money that you make, it will not profit enough in the long term. And the player base will not stay in the long term, so the game will inevitably fail, regardless. And because of that, it's over. Fanboys over here defending the game, dick riding the shit, not even giving it a fair chance. The old game's a fair chance. Just, oh, they're lame, they're outdated, they're blah, blah, blah. Trashing the old games just to even put up these new games. Let me tell you something. If you gotta fuck over one thing just to put up another, that other thing might not be nearly as compelling. First time doing this kind of thing. And shit. I'm out.